Make sure to check out my appearance on Monday on RT on the Alona Show. We've got a little bit of it here. We won't play. Well, I'll just show you some of the video of what it looked like. It wasn't bad. Some people told me that it looked like my head looked really big because of the angle. Let me see if I can get to that spot here.
I'll second that. It did.
I think the angle is fine. I think the backdrop looked fine. I was basically just sitting here, and this webcam that we have on top of my monitor was running it. It was fun. It did say host midweek politics. They didn't get the memo that it's now the David Pakman Show. But log on to our YouTube channel. You can see the entire appearance I did. We talked about Sarah Palin and a lot of other stuff. And also, we will be talking on the bonus show today about Lewis's most interesting story as a bartender at a bar. And believe me, there's a lot of interesting stories that Lewis has. We'll also be talking about the two biggest, most horrible lies from George W. Bush's memoir, Decision Points. We'll hear about who George H.W. Bush, a.k.a. Bush Sr., a.k.a. Bush 41, says would make a good president. And it might surprise you. It actually surprised me. So make sure you're getting the bonus show because, Lewis, if you're not getting the bonus show, come on,
get with the times.
It's time. So let's go through a couple of different voicemails. We've got the voicemail line has been very active recently, Lewis. Very, very active. A couple of these voicemails are actually unintelligible. We've gotten yet another one from, who did we get this one from? Another one on the Westboro Baptist Church. And let's see if we can pull that one up. And you know what? I don't know that we can. I'm actually having some trouble here with our voicemails. And we actually, let's skip the voicemails. We'll get to the voicemails next week. Instead, you know what? Let's go to emails, just because voicemails aren't happening today. So here's one email I received through davidpakman.com. Sorry, but you're barely out of diapers. And once you get some hair on your chest, you can effectively assess the state of this quickly failing nation, of which you are not even a natural-born citizen.
Ouch.
It's not the first time we've heard this. Since I wasn't born in the U.S., am I really qualified to talk about politics? And to that I would say, is Sarah Palin? Was Christine O'Donnell? I didn't know that there was a litmus test for commenting about politics, but certainly I would say to this analyst, and I use that term loosely, maybe it's time to not listen to those who are not natural-born citizens. And by the way, where was John McCain born? Maybe we shouldn't be listening to him. Something to think about, Lewis. Some of our more witty audience members, last week or on Monday, we did a story about Sarah Palin in 2012, and we did a story about a proposed one-way mission to Mars. And some of our audience members very astutely combining the two stories and saying, if Sarah Palin gets elected in 2012, sign me up for the Mars trip. And this is really remarkable, Lewis, because with George W. Bush, we heard people saying, if he's elected, I'll move to Canada. Forget about staying in another country on this planet. Sarah Palin is scaring people so much, some people, they're thinking about ways to leave the planet altogether. And that's very shocking, is it not?
Very shocking. Very shocking. I think it might be necessary, though, if Palin were to become president.
On the topic of the feminization...
I'd want off the planet, too, wouldn't you?
You'd be on that Mars one-way mission.
I'd be there.
On the feminization of the Medal of Honor, which we talked about Monday, not only is Brian Fisher from the AFA's statement ridiculous and senseless, it's also sexist. Why is feminization considered some sort of deterioration? And why is girly used as a pejorative? This is absurd at so many levels. It's actually a good point. I didn't even say a word about it. And it's an excellent point. The entire context is that anything that becomes more feminine is bad, objectively speaking. So it is incredibly sexist.
Or weaker.
Or weaker, or
right.
not as strong. Exactly right.
But in our society, remember Arnold saying girly man?
That's right.
Don't be a girl,
It's not uncommon.
It's ingrained in our society.
But it's a great point that is being made. And also another email. Keep in mind also that Fisher, in addition to being morally misguided, is factually wrong. The recent Medal of Honor winner was cited not only for saving lives and receiving his comrade's body from the Taliban, but also for killing an enemy fighter and wounding another in the process. See you next week.
The David Pakman Show at davidpakman.com.
The David Pakman Show is made possible by listeners like you and by Greenfield Savings Bank, building a strong community one account at a time, with neighborhood offices in Greenfield, Amherst, Conway, Shelburne Falls, South Deerfield, and Turners Falls, and online at greenfieldsavings.com. By the Daily Hampshire Gazette and gazettenet.com, connecting our communities with local news and information. By DIF Design, specializing in custom business websites at difdesign.com. Find out more about underwriting The David Pakman Show at davidpakman.com.